This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
You are going to hear, I think, one of the most painful game rounds that
You
we've
say painful,
ever
I say
had.
epic. An epic
Oh,
battle.
no,
It was
I
a battle.
was here for it. It was time trials for game changers. Anyway, if you're going to listen to it, put aside a month.
That's what you said.
Put aside a month.
You grew a beard in the space it took for them to finish.
No, Sean, you grew a beard. Oh, so funny.
Plus, Maggie Dent, we love her so much. She's got a new book out.
Yeah.
So it's about helping your teens. And Sean's taking the book home for starters.
Yeah.
He won't read it, but he'll take it home. And then she takes your calls, and she's just so loving and helpful.
lovely.
Yeah,
and
she really
wise,
is. I loved
common
every bit of
sense.
her about it.
Yeah.
Jeremy McGovern, he joins us. We talk a bit about footy and he jumps into a game of ours last quarter.
We discuss whether people have been involved in a cover-up, and we hear a story from Ben from Kwinana.
Yes.
That's not his real name.
Well,
Might
it
be his
isn't.
real suburb, we don't know.
It is not. It couldn't be, because he should be on the run.
Yes. He's done something
He
quite
should
bad.
run and never stop.
Quite bad and quite costly.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean. This is what I came for. Yeah. Perth's Nova 937. Keep on giving me all you got.
It's 6:04, Nathan, Nat and Sean. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Happy Thursday. We're so close to the end.
That weather last night was so good.
It was blustery. It was windy.
I know, what about the day, though? Because you're doing the weather all day yesterday,
Yes.
Nat, saying Armageddon's coming. But
Yes.
the whole day was absolutely perfect.
I know. They said late storms, but yeah.
Did you
know
go
what
out
else
at
it
all,
is,
Nate?
Nathan?
What?
It's pinch and a punch.
No, that's not the number one thing, guys. Come on.
Horse's birthday.
Oh, Horse's birthday.
Are you joking? Have you got Daryl ready to go?
And Jodie Hayden, the first fiancée of the country.
Oh, that's
her
right.
birthday
Yes,
too.
that's her
Sean.
birthday.
Do you have any horses still?
No, I don't.
What about
actually.
secret
And
ones?
That's true.
No, secret horses.
It's true.
No, but
No,
like,
no.
You know what I mean?
None.
There's one.
There's one.
There's one.
Apart from that one,
13, 24, 10. If you own a horse with Sean.
I got the phone that lit up.
Oh, Sean, look, the phone's lit up. I don't believe you.
I don't. I actually don't.
No, but
I
what
got
about-
asked this last
what
Monday
about
when
the
I was at
secret
the vet.
ones?
Oh, the secret ones are different, but I don't own any horses. True story. It's true as I'm riding this skateboard.
When did you own the last horse? What happened with the last horse?
Wasn't a winner.
Swedish meatballs.
Oh. Well, they're good with gravy.
Plenty of gravy. No, I haven't had a winner for a while.
This is-
Haven't had one for a while. Yeah.
Just slow horses need
No, we
plenty of
didn't
gravy.
say winner. We said horse.
No, I haven't had plenty.
I don't believe
haven't
you.
No. Except for that one.
You're a liar. Only because Sean's a secret eater. This is our point. Sean's, body is my temple. He eats kale in front of us.
I know.
But yet he knows the people at the
So
McDonald's
there's lies.
drive-thrus by name.
Hey, you know what I do?
He has his
Hungry
favourite.
Jack's, my son worked there.
He had his favourite McDonald's. Remember your
Drive-through person.
Remember your favourite
He
McDonald's
was
drive-through
amazing
person? And Sean
at
knew this
Melville.
guy so much.
No, I didn't know him so
Yeah,
much.
you
I
did.
wanted to interview him
No.
because he was amazing.
But you had a favourite,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
which
He's
suggests
amazing.
you've been through more than once.
No, because you know somebody when you get good service, and that was it. That was just that was the black belt of drive-through service. We should have interviewed him. You'd have been blown away.
Or, you know what? In order for you to have the black belt of drive-through service,
Yes.
give me my sweet and sour sauce.
And also,
that I've paid for.
You've compared a lot, is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the kids always wanted a
Oh,
Happy
the
Meal on a
kids.
Saturday
Yeah,
night
don't
before I
they
went
just-
out.
Yeah,
Look,
they
we've
do.
got no time for these lies, everybody.
Maggie Dent's in today.
Yes.
She won't lie
She's
to
written
you.
what she describes as her last book.
Really?
Yes. Help me help my teen.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that.
Game Changers returns today, and you're going to have to be quick off the mark. That's all I can say. $500 up for
Yes,
grabs.
yeah,
that's
good
been great all
prize.
week,
Of
yeah.
course, the last quarter. How do you win the last quarter?
Well, you win the last quarter now.
Famously, if you want to go to the footy tomorrow night. And Cash Car and a Star returns as well. Plenty of opportunity.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid. Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
And a star. Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
Here's the deal. Nova's Cash Car and Star. One person is going to win the whole lot. We're talking $20,000 cash, tax-free.
Unreal.
A brand new 2024 Suzuki Swift Hybrid. Great. And a trip for two to New York City to see Troy Sivan perform at Madison Square Garden. And also, you're just in New York. How good.
The thrill of winning a new car.
Yeah, I know.
What a great day.
And we throw
What a
in
great
on-road
day.
costs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
We're good
drive
like
away,
that.
no more to pay.
Yeah.
Correct.
As they say with the
As they
asterisks.
say. Yeah, that's right.
Bottom of the ad.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. My cousin in Sydney, she won a car, but
Wow.
So she went in and she bought a car, did the finance and everything for it, and then she put a thing in and she won a car, but she'd already been signed up to the finance for the other car.
Oh, how good. Years ago, the AFL used to have good price. Pretty much like
Yes.
us in the radio thing, we had good
Oh,
prices.
there
right?
wasn't there a car?
Simon Black, who's a WA guy, he had this amazing year. He won like ABC had a car,
Yeah.
and then there was another TV show, like say the Footage Show, who was big at the time, had a car. He won.
He
like
won
three,
both. He won three cars.
in
Yeah.
the year.
But most the garages are only double.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's right. He sold them.
Oh, this is exciting. You could have another car, everyone.
Oh, how do you
That's
get
right.
on board?
No, it's pretty
Good
simple,
question.
Sean. All you need to do is listen out when we play Troye Sivan. That's all.
That's all.
That's all. If you hear us play Troye Sivan,
Yep.
you give us a call on the telephone.
13 24 10. We're going to take 5 callers. Okay.
Oh, put them in the running. Okay,
Those
nice.
callers will start from caller 13. Unlucky
Okay.
for some.
But lucky for
Those
one.
people.
Yeah. Lucky for one.
As the saying goes.
Famously. So
We're so deep.
we know you're a Troye Sivan fan. That's why you're in this competition. So listen out for when you hear Troye Sivan.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Sean.
Yes, friend.
You know what I love is that you don't really attract money. And I
No,
love
no.
the fact that
At
the
all.
Royal Show
Like,
now
at
has
all, no.
children under 15 for free.
How many children under 15 do you have now? One.
I really enjoy that it took all. They nearly waited for Sonny to age out
Yeah.
in order to bring that in.
God.
How does that feel?
It hurts me a lot. And
Yeah.
there's, at schools, just to add in a few things like this. So at schools, sometimes now, in a lot of cases, you have one student at school.
Yes.
You have another one, you get like
A sibling discount.
80%, and then the next one. Now, one stage I had at least 3 at the one school.
Yeah.
And that didn't apply at the time.
But now it does.
This stuff is just—it's like somebody writes it after I've paid
Yes.
full toed off.
They're like, where is Shauna? What has he just paid full price for? Okay, let's now discount that.
It's so
I
funny.
don't ever really know if I've ever gotten a bargain, like a real true. You know, there's true bargains, the ones that you're buzzing and you're telling everyone, "Oh my god." I just wish I came across that. You know when people like buy something low and then they sell it high. Well, you don't have that either, Nat.
No, because I don't sell anything. So I buy things at a discount.
Yeah.
I sort of mind the sales and that sort of thing for clothes and that kind of stuff. But I never on sell it. I just wear it.
So, Sean, what's the rules with kids in the Royal Show now? So, so Sonny can at least get in for free. Do you give Sonny X amount of money for a Royal Show, or what happens with children these days?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably maybe $50.
$50 isn't going to buy her anything.
That's
gotta
like
get her
that's a
something.
birdie
I
beagle
think-
and a Dagwood
I think
dog.
it was
That's
like
it.
15.
Serious? 15.
She'll get
Hello,
3
sir.
rides.
Hello, sir. Do you want to come back from 1983? Are you kidding?
She's not exactly earning it.
She'll be able to walk up and go, half a bottle of water, please.
No, they do. Some of them every now and then have got money. So, for example, Sonny got some money the other week from working down at Henry Jeffrey now.
Yes.
Because
Oh,
they
yeah.
have a
canteen.
canteen and she got a couple of bucks. And so they stiff me all the time.
Because they're making their own money, but still
Like
asking
Ollie
you
the
for
other
money.
day, and then I was like, mate, him and my older son Lachlan, I buy these protein powder things.
Yeah.
And we had a deal that we'd taken in terms of buying one. I bought 5 in a row. And I know they've got a couple of bucks in their drawer.
Famously, Sean, you're not great at making deals, I'll be honest. That's
You know what? They know you've got a couple of bucks in your drawer
Yes.
too. The difference is they take yours. And if you know where theirs is, go get it. Sean, go. And this goes to any parent. If you know where your children have money, go and get it. Because at the moment, with inflation, their wants are costing you more pocket money.
Oh, 100%.
And you're not getting it back from your work. So if you know where their money is, show them what life is about.
Just take it.
You having something and someone else taking it.
I like it.
There you
I got
go.
to live by that. You've told me that a
Why
heap
do
of
we
times.
even get Maggie Dent in?
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form. Nathan, Nat and Sean and the podcast.
AT, how's the drive this morning?
It was much better.
Okay.
Than yesterday,
Oh,
yes,
God.
when you had to
still not
about
over
an
that.
hour late for work because
Yeah,
of the
and I
traffic.
said to Nat, I didn't even get the added benefit of like sleeping in or getting
No.
extra
No,
sleep.
no.
I was still in the car.
You got
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
That's
so-
insane.
Nice.
Are you using? What's the drive? What's the time?
It's just under an hour.
Are you? Is it an unconscious thing now?
Yeah. I don't mind it at all, to be
I could
honest.
not even
What is wrong
fathom
with
driving
you?
an
Many
hour
things
to get
happen.
to work.
It's like torture, isn't it?
And so many people are doing it.
They are.
Driving for an hour and the end destination is work.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
pretty
an
bad when
hour.
you think of that. Yeah.
At, like,
not good, is
you
it?
know, at an hour when there's no traffic.
Yeah.
So that's
You're not going to a winery or anything.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You come here.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid. Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
Well spotted, everybody. You did notice that we just played My by one Troy Sivan, which means it's time to put some people in the running to win $20,000 cash free, tax free, 2024 Suzuki Swift Hybrid, and that trip for two to New York City to see Troy Sivan perform at Madison Square Garden.
Welcome to the show this morning, Demi.
Hi guys,
Hi,
Demi.
Demi. Well done. You're in the mix now. Congratulations.
thank you so much.
How's your car situation, Demi?
320,000 Ks on my Orion.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So you are right
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a new one.
What
timing.
where could she have driven in that time in the world?
What's it around Australia, like 24,000 Ks?
I don't know anything.
That sounds
I
about right.
literally don't
Yeah.
know anything.
So divide that, Harry. Do the math.
So she could do that. She's done more than 10 laps of the country.
Dude.
Yeah.
God, you must be
Yep.
gagging for a new car.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Okay.
It'd be
well,
nice.
there's
It'd be
one on
nice.
offer here. You
right,
just got to win it.
Good luck, Demi. You're in the hunt. Maddie's in Doubleview. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Maddie.
Hey, Maddie.
We just asked about her car situation. Let's get into your bank details. How are we going? Are we flush with cash or
What's
do
the
we
current
need some?
balance?
An extra 25K would be lovely.
That's a shame
All right,
because
we're
we're
only
giving
giving
away
20.
20. You're getting greedy now.
What would you do with it, Maddie? What would you do with it?
Oh, I'd probably put it towards the mortgage.
Yeah.
I know, how boring.
I mean,
but
that's
you
the
have to.
sensible thing to do in this day and age, isn't it? Oh, that's
so
Harry
that's
shredding
out.
your entry.
Harry's decided that's not good enough.
Harry doesn't like people securing their real estate
Yeah.
deals.
Or their future.
No, that's right.
Oh, well, you're out. Hi, Denise. Denise.
Dennis?
Dennis?
Dennis,
Oh,
yeah.
Dennis.
Dennis, I'm sure you've been called Denise before.
I get it all the time, and I also get D-nice as well. So.
Nice. Oh, Dennis.
Just Denise, Dennis.
Dennis, what are you looking forward to? The money, the car, the holiday? I mean, you get the lot if you win it.
All of it, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'll take a lot.
Hey, let's talk about the world of Dennis's. You've got a Dennis, Sean.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got a Dennis in my life.
Do you have a Dennis?
I mean, I know. I used to have a patient called Dennis.
I don't have.
Nice
I
guy.
don't have a Dennis at all in my life. You're the only
I can
Dennis
be
in my
your
life, Dennis.
I can
Yeah.
be your Dennis.
No, you're my Denise.
I could be either.
You're very accommodating, Dennis.
Good on you,
Thanks,
Dennis.
Thanks,
Keep up the
Dennis.
good work, Denise.
Patricia, hello.
Hi, how you going?
Hey,
Great.
Patricia.
Okay, talk to us. What takes your fancy out of the $20,000, a new car, or a trip to New York to see Troy Sivan?
A whole lot, really.
Yeah, okay. Well, luckily you win it.
Definitely, probably a new car at the moment. My daughter's she's just getting her license, so probably a new car.
Yeah, don't give her the new
You
car,
wouldn't give
though.
it to her. You'd give her your old car,
No.
right? Okay, good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
good,
right.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
What are
100%.
you currently driving?
A Hyundai i30.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
They're
good
very
first car.
reliable vehicles.
For a P-plater, that is a good
Yeah,
first
hand it
car.
down,
So, yeah,
hand it down.
this works. It's all
Yeah,
coming
they are.
together. Good on you, Trish. You're in the running.
Hello, Tash.
Awesome. Hi,
Hey,
guys.
Hey,
mate.
Tash.
You're in the mix now, Tash. There you go.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah. All right. So we've been asking everyone. You win the whole lot, but what are you more excited about? Like, Troy Sivan, Madison Square Gardens. You've got your $20,000, or you've got your hybrid car.
I would love a holiday at the moment. I would love to go to New York.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Have you been before?
No.
Tash,
it's
it'll
on
blow
the
your
list.
mind. It's so good.
It would be amazing.
You're there for 2 days and go, oh, well, I could just stay here forever. There's so much going on
pretty
all the
intense.
time.
It's
It
pretty
is
intense.
amazing. Yeah.
It's always been on the bucket list, but just have never got there.
Make sure if you win it and you go, wear your neutral gang colours on the subway. It's very important.
Something in the Yeezy palette.
Nice and pastel.
100%.
Yeah. I think
all
your
right.
beiges and your taups.
Yeah, don't go red and white or
You're
blue
in
and
the
white.
running,
They're really
Tash.
big.
No primary colour.
If you want an extra entry in the
Thanks,
draw,
guys.
everybody, make sure you register via the Nova Player. There'll be more opportunities with Ross after 9 o'clock.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Let's talk about the Sen. Apparently,
What $1 billion they spent on it? No?
Yes.
apparently the all the money, Sean.
Yes, it was $2.8 billion. Yeah.
All the money. And
Clean
they've
it
said
up.
now that it's safe, which is weird.
Well, yesterday it was safe anyway because the triathlon
Triathlon took place.
Both of them.
because
yeah.
we do know what the Sen is made of.
It's made of merde, as they say in France.
The Sen is when you go to a boys' share house and they've got a rule of don't flush unless it's number 2.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty
That's
gross.
gross.
Like,
It is gross. And they've said it is safe to swim. Not a person. Not a person on the planet believes the Sen is safe to swim in.
So they kept saying that they'd been testing it. The men's triathlon was delayed a little bit.
Yep.
But I reckon what they did is they poured a bottle of Evian into the river and then immediately put the sample pot in and took that out. And
Beautiful,
went,
all
it's
clear.
good to go. Good to go. I
Let's
mean,
get
I guess
underway.
we'll know. So both the triathlons have been run now. Give it a couple of days and see how they're all doing.
Well, my thing is, just before the games kicked off, the French mare,
Yes.
the Paris mare,
Annie
she
Hidalgo,
jumped in
yes.
and swum. Proof of life. Where's she?
She's never-
because that was a week ago, and we have not seen her at the Olympics. You know why? Because she dead. She dead.
There's no doubt about
She
it.
dead.
I guess for the athletes, I mean, they wouldn't care if there was crocodiles in there as well or whatever. You just get on with it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just
but
get
when-
it done.
yeah, but
but
when-
when you're a normal person.
But when, Sean, you've got an IV in your arm and you're on the life support machine because you've
Yeah.
got some meningococcus.
I do remember hearing a story about Shelley Taylor-Smith, the great Shelley Taylor-Smith, who's a long-distance swimmer, swimming the Hudson. There was a race that she swam and run and won around Manhattan Island,
Yes.
so in the Hudson
Yes.
River, where a body floated past
Yeah,
while they were
right.
competing. And you go, well, that's when there's decomposing bodies.
Well,
you go, that's not great.
at least you're beating one person.
She beat them all.
Cup half full.
I mean, they do still have to do the long distance, the open water swimming in there.
That's
That's
still
still
in
to
the-
come.
I'm sorry.
Sam.
I
Yeah,
believe
that's
that
it.
this is a cover up of the highest form in Paris. There is no way that it is safe. And the reason why is because the only plan that I heard thrown around for the triathlon losing its swimming was duathlon.
Yes.
That's all they kept saying was it was going to drop down to 2 events. You can't win a gold medal for a 3-event thing when you only
Yes.
did 2 of the events.
I know, Nathan. That was what I was hearing as well. I'm thinking France is surrounded by coast.
yeah, sure.
And it's the Mediterranean, so there's bugger all waves at most of
Yes.
the places. Why don't you just move it to another part?
Yeah.
Go,
No.
go and do it in Biarritz or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
which is
Nice.
a lovely town, by the way.
Yeah, is this
Marseille.
really your cleanest water? This
I
bit?
know.
Yeah, exactly.
And they said all along, there's no plan B. This
Yeah.
is it. We're all in on the Sen.
The amount of people I feel, especially working for companies, that have been told to put a brave face on
Yes.
when everything is falling apart.
Yes.
It's basically a cover-up. Everything
Tell
is
a bit of a
fine here.
porky
Yeah.
pie.
Yeah.
Everything is fine here.
Yeah, it's cover
A
up.
number
It's
of
a cover
building
up.
companies come to mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
One in the news just last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Have you been involved in a cover-up? So something's going down, right? Something's going down and you don't want to let people know that it's all gone pear-shaped, so you're saying everything's okay.
Yeah.
How
Especially
bad
if you've
could that
been
thing
told,
be?
Yeah, if you've been told to say this too. So if your boss has come to you and said, if anybody else say this.
Oh,
and
you
you're
know
like,
what? Relationships that break down, they don't want the family to know, so they pretend
yeah.
they're still together for a while. That's a hard cover
Sean,
up.
you're nodding pretty hard. What's going
No,
on?
I'm nodding about all of it because I like it.
Yeah. Cover-ups. Have you been involved in a cover-up? Whether it be professionally or
Yeah,
personally?
whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We're talking about cover-ups.
Yeah, well, they're saying that the Seine is safe to swim in, and come on. Like, I'm not there, but I know it's not.
You can see the Grogans going past the swimmers when you're watching the telly.
It does look like someone needs to give it a good douse of toilet duck.
Yeah, that's true.
Unbelievable. And chuck in some of those bleach pills because the bowl's stained.
So we're talking about cover-ups.
Yeah, I reckon it'll come out of the woodwork a little bit later on, and we'll know because all the athletes that swam in there will be dead.
Yeah, so there's 2 lots of triathletes swam in it yesterday, so we'll know in a day or two, won't we?
We will.
Or Ben, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey,
Ben.
Benny.
Not your real name. Good work for being anonymous. Okay, tell us, what did you cover up?
So I used to work at a grain storage and I was in charge of storing 3 different commodities of grain, all the high quality stuff,
Yep.
and I accidentally commingled the whole lot, so I mixed them.
So you
Yes.
turned it into a mixed grain.
Yep,
So
which
mi- so-
basically means the entire lot drops down to the lowest grade possible.
Yeah, so it's the same sort of grain, but
yes.
they're different grades of it.
Oh,
yeah.
so now it's
Because we get the
contaminated.
Helgas.
Now it's all just the low grain. So
Yeah.
what happened?
I sealed the storage up and told them it was all good, and then about 6 months later, when they were about to crack it open, I timed it down to the week and I quit.
Ben, that's ingenious.
So Ben, in discovering the mixed grain, would they have known it was you?
There's a good possibility. There was about 4 other people that were working on site, and in theory, it could have been any one of us.
Sure.
But there was a very high chance it would have been me.
The guy that just quit. Yeah.
wow. Ben, did you stay in the agricultural game?
Don't answer
Maybe.
that, Ben.
Okay.
Ben, is it obvious when you look at the grain? Is there a big difference between the best quality and the lowest quality?
When you're testing it, yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's the kind of thing. But you can't visually inspect it. But they would have known. They would have been trying to take it out, and they would have been like, man, this stuff is just going on forever. Why is it not finishing yet? They realised, oh, that's like half of the other stack that we're trying to
Yeah,
not
right.
take out.
So what is
Ben.
the cost associated with your blunder?
Give or take, it was probably about 40,000 tonne, and I took it from $400 a tonne down to $100 a tonne. So I would guess
That's a lot.
somewhere
It's a lot.
like 20 to 100,000, maybe 40,000.
Yeah.
Oh
Are
my
you on
God.
the run? Wait, is big grain after you? Like, that is insane.
What a
No
great
one's come
cover.
after me yet, so
Yeah, wow.
Keep a low
Jeez,
profile.
Ben. Good
Thanks,
one.
Ben.
His name's really Ben everybody.
It's not Ben. Lynn's in Freo. Hello.
Hello. How are
Hi,
you?
Okay,
Lynn.
Lynn.
We're doing all right, Lynn.
All right. Have you been involved in a cover-up, Lynn?
Yeah, so we were called into a meeting one morning, and the director of WA told us that it was an international company that they were closing our division.
Oh.
But I actually whistle blew on them, and it went and hit, obviously went and hit the media, and what ended up happening is that they got sprung for underpaying staff internationally, and it was actually millions that they ended up having to pay. And they haven't been able to close the division.
Oh.
So you were the reason why that was all
Lynn.
uncovered.
Hey, Lynn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you take it to them beforehand about the money situation, and then they just decided to ignore it, and therefore you went further?
Yeah, absolutely. So I called him.
Yep.
At the meeting, I went for the jugular of the director. He was in tears, and I went, "Well, you're going to tell everybody why you're trying to sell it and trying to get rid of this place?" I said, "We all know that you owe at least Australia-wide 20 million. I don't know how much you owe internationally because there's investigations."
Yes.
Yeah.
And I blew it out in that meeting. And they said, "Well, don't say anything to everybody else that isn't in the meeting." And, of course, we went straight out and whistle blew, and it hit the media.
Oh.
Wow.
Then
Then you're a hero.
What was the fallout?
Well, the fallout is Australia-wide there was probably about 40 million of back pay that they had to pay.
Yeah.
Internationally, there's still investigations and they're still back paying people, and they couldn't close the division, and they tried to sell our department because it was on land that was valued at about
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know, 80 mil.
Yeah, they wanted to cash in.
Apartments.
What kind
Wow.
of whistle do you blow?
What was that?
That's a good, yeah.
Oh,
Do you
what
have
sort of whistle? Like a
whistle?
umpire's whistle?
Umpire whistle, one on your fingers.
A dog whistle.
Green whistle.
The green whistle.
Great whistle. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks, Lynn. Elizabeth, hello.
Hi.
Hey, Liz.
Hey, Liz.
Okay, Liz, talk to us. Were you involved in a cover-up somehow?
Yes. So a few months ago, I got a message on Ancestry DNA
Yes.
since I've done my DNA test.
Yeah.
And it turns out that my grandmother was born a twin,
Yes.
and her real mum took the other twin, and she got given to her auntie.
Yes.
Yes, and this only came out a couple of months ago, and I told my mum immediately. And
Whoa.
Mum's the oldest of 10 siblings, and no one knows.
So wait, so the
Elizabeth.
twin sister that was given to the auntie had nothing really to do with your mum's family, so she never met her, or what?
No, so we've never we never even knew the twin existed, never knew Nana was a twin. We always, so my Nana was given to her auntie, and we always thought that was her mum.
Yes.
We always thought she was born from her. She has a couple of other siblings, which actually turn out to be her cousins, technically.
Yes.
Did your grandmother ever know?
No, she didn't.
How
And
heartbreaking.
We also found her real birth certificate. So
wow.
what we thought was her birth certificate was fake, and she's got a different name and everything.
So has your mum
Elizabeth.
said to you, don't tell anybody else, let's just keep this between us?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, lucky we won't tell
she's
anyone.
Trying to figure it all out at the moment, and they're over in New Zealand, and apparently the twin is over here in Australia and everything.
Identical twin?
Wow.
I think identical, yes.
Imagine that. You
Yes,
know,
I
everyone's
know.
got a doppelganger in the world. Imagine, like, not knowing you have an identical twin, and if you bumped into them in the street,
Yes.
you would think some bloody weird
There was-
sci-fi
I
stuff's
saw
going
a
on.
TikTok about this just the other day,
What?
which was a guy, two guys. There's like, I don't know, like one of those chat roulette kind of things where somebody comes up on the screen and he's looking at it going, that's my girlfriend in the back of your...
No way.
And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he goes, no, she's mine. Anyway, it turned out that his girlfriend and that girl were twin sisters that had been separated at birth. Or it's a complete setup.
Do you know what? This is
Pretty deep,
this would be the worst, wouldn't it? You know that ad? And you remember it was the person that was drinking the V and it was the better version of you?
Yes.
Imagine seeing you walk
Yeah,
down the
that's
street
right.
and they're hotter, fitter.
Yes. Just a little bit more
and you
attractive.
realise you're the other twin.
And they're richer.
You'd be a
Because there's
little-
always a great twin and there's always one that's a bit...
Think about
a
the
little
twins that you know.
Great calls, everybody. We've got a $150 voucher to spend at Hillary's Beach Club. I'm going to just go with Ben straight off the bat.
Oh, Ben,
Because he needs the run money because he's still being
Yeah.
chased by
Yeah.
Big Grain.
But Lynn and
well,
Elizabeth,
they know where to
great
find him now.
stories.
He's going to be
Oh,
at
no,
Hillary's
mate.
Beach Club.
God.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form. Last quarter.
Be there to cheer on the home team from the Bankwest Best Seats in the House.
Big game tomorrow night. Pride is on the line. We've got two premium Bankwest Best seats to see the mighty West Coast Eagles take on the Gold Coast Suns. Premium seating, food and drinks all included.
This is going to be a real test of our relationship, isn't it? I'm about to ask Jeremy McGovern a question.
Yes.
And there's only one. There is only one answer.
Ah, Yeah.
And it shows how much he cares and loves and is part of our team if he gets it correct or not.
All right, time to
Okay.
ask
Ask
him
away.
the question.
Jeremy McGovern, how do you win the last quarter?
What do you mean?
Oh!
No, I've got you. You win the last quarter.
Good comeback.
Hey, pretty good acting.
I
Pretty
knew
good
it.
acting.
That
Yeah.
was really good acting.
Yeah.
Oh, strolling to Summer Bay after your footy
the
career, mate.
faces, the three
All right.
faces.
Oh, I
of
know, right?
pure
Yeah.
disappointment.
Betrayal.
The ridicule.
So we do have 4
very
quarters
good.
ahead.
You're a good actor.
Gov's going to be the quiz master. One question per quarter. If you
Yep.
win the last quarter, you win the last quarter.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean and the podcast. Last quarter.
Be there to cheer on the home team from the Bankwest Best Seats in the House.
Oh, we got a great prize up for grabs. 2 premium Bankwest Best seats to see the West Coast Eagles, including, we hope, Jeremy McGovern
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, I'm playing.
He's playing.
versus the
lie.
Gold Coast Suns. Tomorrow night, premium seating, food and drinks are all included.
Yeah, we know what happens with the last quarter. It is 5 people, 4 quarters, 1 question per quarter. If you get that right, you move into the second quarter. You need to make it to the last quarter. Because how do you win the last quarter, Gov?
You win the last quarter.
Absolutely.
The last quarter.
Over to David from Hillary's to kick things off. David, do you know how to win the last quarter?
By answering the question right in the last quarter.
You've blown...
Too much information. We can't be down on a bloody T-shirt.
Well, I didn't know we have a professor playing.
Well, he's technically right.
Yeah, he's technically right, but the branding's wrong.
Very, very formal.
David-
You're going against Cody from Seville Grove. Hello, Cody.
Cody?
Cody?
Yeah, Cody,
Yeah.
you need to speak clearer or take us off hands-free or something because you're all over the shop.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much
Cody.
better,
Cody, we
Okay.
need to hear the answer to this. Do you know how to win the last quarter?
Yeah, you win the last quarter.
Yes,
there you
that's
go.
it.
All right.
Okay. Gav is about to ask you guys a question. If you know the answer, buzz in with your name. You get it right, you're through to the second quarter. Get it wrong, we bid you farewell. Let's test your buzzers. David,
David.
Cody,
Cody.
working well.
Welcome to the first quarter.
Take it away, Gov.
Name any animal that isn't associated with any AFL club names.
David.
David?
Turkey.
But wouldn't you go? Would you be a supporter of the turkeys?
The turkeys.
The Geelong Turkeys. Yeah.
The Geelong
Yeah,
David.
Turkeys is a great name.
Sensational answer.
David, you
Well
are through
done.
to the second
Turkey.
quarter where you're taking on Vanessa from Darlington. Good morning, Vanessa.
Good morning.
Hey, Vanessa, do you know how to win the last quarter?
Got to win the last quarter.
Yeah.
Hang on,
Yeah.
Ness. All right, let's test your buzzer, Vanessa.
Vanessa.
It's working, guys. Second
right.
quarter time.
We're on.
Jeremy McGovern.
You ready? Starting with D, what is the term for transporting another person on the handlebar of a push bike?
Double dinky. David.
Vanessa.
Who said
Their name first.
Vanessa?
Vanessa said her name
first.
first.
Vanessa?
I know.
Dinky.
Yeah,
Well
Dinky.
done.
David.
Yeah.
You blew it, Dave.
Yeah, but also it wasn't a double dinky. A double
No, it's
dinky
just
is two
something
people
completely
transported.
different. Vanessa, in the third quarter, you're taking on Callum from Carlisle. Morning, Cal.
Morning.
Hey,
Hey, Cal.
Cal, how do you win the last quarter, Callum?
You win the last quarter.
Huh?
You
Oh,
sure do.
there
Do
you
you
go.
want to
There you
test
go.
your buzzer, Callum?
Callum?
Callum. Okay, working well.
There's a bloody turkey
So
in the
Vanessa v.
office.
Callum in the third quarter.
Here we go. Who is the tallest ruckman out of West Coast Eagles, Matt Flynn, and the Gold Coast Suns, Ned Moyle?
Callum.
Callum?
Vanessa.
Callum?
Ned Moyle.
Well done.
You knew that as a fact.
Or
think
was
that
that
was a
just a
guess.
guess?
It was a guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Well,
yeah,
50-50.
yeah. So what are their heights, Gov, just for everyone out there?
Flinny, the big, he's 202, which is small.
Tiny.
And Ned Moyle's 206.
Yeah, decent.
And he still won't be the tallest on the ground.
No, it's amazing, isn't it?
With Jared Witts.
Oh,
playing.
You know where we are,
He's
guys?
about
Jared Witts?
250. He's huge.
He's massive unit.
No, he's 208 or something. Anyway, we'll keep
We're in the
moving.
last quarter.
Oh my God, we're in the last quarter.
Callum, you're going to take on Luke from Hilbert. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning.
Hey,
Luke,
Luke, how do you win the last quarter, Luke?
Well, you just got to win the last quarter.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah,
Thank
the,
you,
the
Turkey.
turkeys are going off. Let's test
The
your
West
buzzer.
Coast Turkeys, is it?
Luke, what's your test your buzzer?
No, I mean another team.
Luke, okay, it's working
Wow,
well.
the look I've got.
Callum v.
Luke.
Luke.
Spit his teeth in his hands and get
This
me.
is it. It's the last quarter.
This is a good one. What is it called if you drop your pants, bend over, and spread your bum cheeks at someone?
Callum.
Luke?
A moon.
A Mooney.
No, it's
No.
it's more specific than that, I'm
Spreading
afraid.
your bum cheeks is critical
yeah,
here.
so that means Callum wins.
That
yeah.
means Callum wins because Jeremy McGovern, would you like to talk about the answer?
Unless... Yes, I will. It's a brown eye.
It's a
brown
brown eye.
eye.
But because why? Because why?
Because you spread your bum cheeks.
Yeah, because of the spreading. A moon is without spreading.
Yep.
And the brown eye's with.
Is to spread to show the eye.
Yes.
Hey,
Very
Callum,
technical.
you've won the last quarter, Callum.
On a brown eye question.
That you didn't have to answer. You've won 2 premium Bankwest Best Seats to see the West Coast Eagles take on the Gold Coast Turkeys tomorrow night. Premium seating, food and drinks are all included, Cal.
Good one.
Yep, beautiful work, everybody.
No
We're going to do
worries.
it again tomorrow.
Yeah. Isn't it make you look at that song a bit different, Brown Eyed Girl?
Yes, a little bit.
Jeremy McGovern, well done.
Farewell.
Hey, Gav.
Play
Good
well
luck
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
guys.
mate.
Future on
Thanks,
Star on
guys.
the
I
Century.
appreciate it.
Yes, I know.
Well,
Yeah, can ask a quiz question. Look at him go.
Yeah, it wasn't stressed at all.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Our very special friend Maggie Dent joins us now. She's got a new book out and she's threatening us. This is her last.
Can't be true now.
Done. It's called Help Me, Help My Teens, supporting our teens through tough times. Maggie Dent, good morning.
Good
What do you
morning.
mean it's your last, Maggie? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
no, done. No, I have to, you have to
you
move
ru-
on and let the next generation of
Yeah,
wise
yeah.
people
Have you
come
run out of
forward.
wisdom?
No.
She's run out of biros.
No, I'm gonna write fiction.
Are you?
Are
So
you?
much easier. Come on.
Yeah,
so much work.
What are we thinking?
Well, I would
About a
like
boy
to write,
wizard?
No. I'd like to run the story, run some fictionalised version of a country celebrant because the stories I have from funerals and weddings with tiger snakes and bushfires would be so fun.
Yeah, that's
would
great.
be.
Sounds like a movie on the,
so a
on the
country
march as well.
celebrant.
Yeah, what a... no,
like
we've
a-
done that. A crime-fighting country celebrant?
No, not that one. But then I also have one I want to write because I taught in Mirrabooka Senior High School, which was one of the toughest schools in the state for 12 months when I was about 24. And oh my God, compared to a country high school, the stories that nobody would believe, and they deserve to see the light because it wasn't the students that were the problem, really.
Yeah,
It was
wow.
the world around them.
Hey, Maggie,
wow.
I had an idea about a movie plot the other day.
Yeah.
We were speaking with Andrew Gaze.
Yes,
and
we were.
he was
Yeah.
because Sean was under the understanding that the American basketball team, all
Yeah.
the big stars,
Yeah.
were staying on a cruise ship. He said, no, they're actually staying in a different place and they're catching the train each day and the train's being shut down and the only people on it are the American basketball team. And I said, oh my God, wouldn't that be amazing if someone knew that was happening and then they were to
Yes.
hijack the train and then ransom the American basketball team? Wow. How good would that be?
Yeah. No, you need to write it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Now,
But
get off
I'm
your
a
butt.
marriage celebrant. And I'm on there going to do a wedding and then I uncover it. So it's weird that you're doing a marriage celebrant one too.
It's very good.
It's just weird.
I love it.
Hey, and Maggie, your book is fantastic because I was just thinking about it. So I've got a couple of teenagers left. Well, I've got 3 actually,
Yeah.
but the 2 youngest ones.
Yeah.
Never give them any slack for being teenagers. And in fact, my wife's away, so I can say whatever I want at the moment. But
Because it'll never get back to us.
No,
Okay,
never get
go
back to
ahead,
us.
Sean, go.
Every day she's teeing off on one of the boys because he's not organised and or cleaning his room. And I know we've had this conversation before, but all they get up is, they make groaning noises, they eat, and that's all they need to do at this point in time. Do you need to hassle them out?
Oh, look, it's one of the pet hates that, particularly boys. Like, so what's the problem if I've got a floor drape? And then there's a bit of a reason behind the reason that they've got all their clothes on the floor is because when Mum packs it away into the cupboards, they don't know where anything is. So when it's on the floor, they find it easier. So I love the pragmatism of that. So for me, if I was going to stress every time out of, I had 3 boys in, adolescent years at the same time, I would have destroyed the relationship, but I would have turned the house into a nag fest. So I just shut their door so I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And they've all turned up to be really decent humans. So I guess we've got to look at, I want you to save all your energy for the big stuff, which is what's in the book. And I want you to keep thinking, do they feel safe here? Do they feel loved? Because what we know is the number one thing that your teen or anyone else's teen needs to get through this journey, which is tumultuous and bumpy for all the right reasons, is do they have one safe person who could be a safe base when they muck up?
Yeah.
Have they got someone who's going to love them no matter what they do, crash your car, get caught with the bong, whatever? Have they got one person? So the untethered teens don't have anyone. And that's why I write about this is for parents, but it's also for those lighthouse figures who, sometimes an aunt, uncle, grandparent, sometimes a good teacher who just takes a kid aside, says, mate, you're just wasting your time here and you've got a brain. I want you to give it a go, right? That little gem, I call it a seed of potential.
Right.
If it's not sown, it can't germinate.
Yeah.
And if all they're getting is, this is what you're doing wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, they are drowning with a negative self-critic that is telling them everything that is negative about them. They all do it. And that's the sad part of negative social media. It feeds the negativity. So they all hate themselves. What they need is, TLC and someone who can say, oh, it's awful, but it doesn't last forever.
I understand, and I think that's all brilliant, to care about their mental well-being, something that wasn't put in the mix when we were younger.
No.
But also, if you are hassling them to do something around the house, so shouldn't they do it?
Absolutely.
Honestly, because we're saying let's just lay off them. You're watching, and I understand the
your battles.
frustration. Yeah, but what if everything's a battle? You know what I mean? What do we do?
Okay, so we start hopefully in the tween years, is that we're in a home and everyone contributes to how the house runs, and therefore there are chores that everyone does, and that means that if you're in a house with mum and dad, they also do some because of course they might notice that. But the big key thing is that when we start letting them not do it, then we're starting to let the slippery slide start, and that is. So one of the key things about adolescents is they want more autonomy and more choices. So anytime you tell them what to do, you're going to get pushback, which, it happens for toddlers as well, let's be honest. So it's about how do I direct them so that they know this is an expectation that's not negotiable. Well, what you do is you give them some choice around it. So, right, it's after school. Harry, your turn to do the dishwasher. Do you want to do it now or just before dinner? So I'm giving you a choice when, but
Yeah.
mate, you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think what we do is we just nag the hell out of them. We shout at them. We complain at them. We criticise them. They just pull further and further away, get narkier, and that's the way you don't get cooperation.
Okay.
But we lighten up and go, yeah, no, it's your turn. Well, we won't eat till it's done. So if you're hungry, mate,
Yeah.
it's going to happen. But you're going to, can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't get away with it, but
Yeah.
we don't shout and shame like we
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah.
Maggie, you did mention the bong situation, and there's drinking involved when you've got teenagers.
Yes.
And if you can bury your head in the sand and say this doesn't happen. Kids, my kid's only 14,
Yeah.
13, whatever the case is, but this is happening a lot. If you do catch your child in this situation, most of us would fly off the handle. I'm pretty sure I'd
Yep.
probably go
Yeah.
nuts at some stage. How do you deal with it properly?
Oh, yes, you nailed it beautifully. It doesn't matter if your toddler just got temporarily lost in the supermarket.
Yeah.
The first thing you do when you reconnect is you lose your schmick.
Yeah.
It's a biological wiring for us as we go, what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
do that when we slam their finger in a car door. Normal response first up is anger. Second response is panic or denial. Now, none of those things help when your teen's made a poor choice or you're really concerned about them, which is why I wrote the book, because what I've found is that we calm down and get ourselves in a cool state, and then we're thinking about, I just need to get some serious information on how I'm coming forward to this, because the journey of adolescence is a journey of growth towards independence. So I want them to be able to deal with stuff, right? But I want them to know what are the potential risks, because you lecturing them about it isn't okay. But I've just printed off some stuff and I want us to have a look at it. Can you see this here? So, they're taking risks, exactly what they're wired to do. And for boys, their impulse control inhibitor is turned off. So they're even more likely, if they're in the company of their mates, to make really dumb decisions. And it's the nature of how adolescence has always been. So when we come alongside them with anger, we shame them. And shame creates a big rage, which means the relationship can be damaged. Remember I said the one thing you need is one safe person who's going to love you when you muck up.
Oh.
And so that's why I say cool your jets down and then come alongside them with calmness, and that can take 2 or 3 days.
And the bomb you found will help, Sean,
Yes.
if you have a bit of that. Before you just have a token and deal with
And a
it.
bag of twisties.
And then get curious. Like, I just noticed this, and I know, I just need to know what's going on. And then compassion, but you're right. And then go and eat ice cream instead of.
Oh, well,
smoke
they'll
the
be
bomb.
hungry.
Maggie's here to answer your questions,
Any
everybody.
question.
13,
You're
24,
amazing.
10, especially if you've got teenagers.
Teens,
But
yeah.
as you know, she can answer any question at
But
all.
let's try and make today about
Yes,
teens.
Teenagers.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. So
teenagers.
if you have a teen
It's a
at home
difficult time.
and there is something that you are really struggling with,
Yeah.
Maggie Dent's here for you, 13, 24, 10, and she'll see if she can answer your question.
It's time to get dented.
That's right. As the saying goes.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast. Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We're joined by the magical Maggie Dent, who just solves all of your problems for a short time only, though, because she's giving up this line of work to become a fiction writer. Maggie Dent, her last book,
Yep.
Help Me, Help My Teen, supporting
I'll
our teens
always
through
come and
tough
talk to
times.
you guys.
Yep.
Maggie, you're
The next
amazing.
book is going to be 50 Shades of Something.
Okay,
you're
Maggie,
a
we've got
ratbag.
Steve from South Brio.
shaky.
Morning, Steve.
G'day, guys. How you going?
Hey,
Hey,
Steve.
Steve, you've got a teen that's an issue. What's going on?
So she's been really good all the way through her teen years. We thought we'd dodged a bullet. And then as she turned 17, she's refusing to go to school. She's had a bit of an identity crisis going on.
Oh.
So, and she should be in year 11, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her identity crisis? Like, what's she struggling with?
Well, look, she was a really good student, and she was like an elite athlete, doing elite athlete, etc. She's pulled out of ATAR and then pulled out of her athletics training, and now she's refusing to go to school. So she doesn't feel like going.
All right.
Maggie.
Yeah,
help.
no, that's a big shift and a big sideways thing. Usually when they make those great big shifts, then something really big has either happened or is happening in that space. So, and this is kind of one of the things I'd say, you've got to be able to get some sort of professional help on this one. These are the kind of things that I talk about. When do you let it go? When do you not?
Yep.
These are big changes, and she's obviously was really pretty capable on either levels, and she is now in complete sabotage. So she's shutting her whole stuff down. Something inside her is convinced that she's not good enough, or it's just not who she is, or something has happened in one of those spaces that has fed it into the other. So if in her elite stuff she didn't reach a target she wanted, or there was some nastiness in whichever sport, or she had a toxic coach and she hasn't shared it with you. And in the school environment, it's the same sort of thing. Sometimes they just go like I did. I was 17 when I failed that essay and thought, nah, I'm just completely hopeless and useless.
So
I'm never going to make
down.
it. I just shut down. And so again, coming alongside her, I bet you've had all those conversations. You've tried to say what the heck's going on, but she's shut it all down. She needs somebody else other than mum and dad to do that bit of a journey. That was exactly the place I had. And I'd probably, sometimes it can be, a school counsellor, which obviously is not going near the school environment, but sometimes a counsellor or a psychologist, even if you can't get into them, I know it's really tricky, you have to play really careful attention to any other shifts in her behaviour. What are her friendship stuff happening? Is that still happening, or has that changed? What is her eating? What is she sleeping like? What are the behaviours? Because as soon as they start locking all those things down, something really big is happening in her world. So come alongside her, and that's the whole reason I wrote the book, When Do I Really Worry? And how do I have the conversation that opens the conversation, not shuts it down, because I'm panicking and I'm really worried. And that's exactly, where I'd start with and work out, how do I do that? Things are really tough. I get that. Can you help us understand what's going on, Fizz? Because we've got your back no matter what goes on. And we love you, and we want to help you make the choices that help you become whoever you're meant to be.
Oh, that must be so scary as a parent.
Yep.
Like when they're so involved, and then suddenly detach themselves from everything.
But the answer to that, normally the answer from them is nothing. What are you talking about?
That's
Nothing's
right.
going on.
So it's about how do I get them to talk, and that's why I've got a whole big chapter about communication, because it's a very different game than talking to a grown up.
Okay.
All right. Good luck,
Steve.
Steve. We wish you all the best. Teresa, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Okay,
Good,
Teresa. Now, you've got a 15-year-old son?
I do. And I heard Sean's comment this morning about the whole teenage and alcohol. So the situation is, obviously, I purposely went through school bag, but went through school bag, found a hip flask in his school bag. He does go to a private school. He, wants to exceed, and he does quite well at school. So obviously, sorry, Maggie, what I didn't do is I lost my shit, as you do.
No, it's normal.
And obviously, I think he, obviously tried to defend himself and say, I'm going through his stuff. And then, so I did calm down after a couple of days, and we had a bit of a chat last night. And I don't know whether I should have said this, but I did actually say how disappointed I was and how absolutely ashamed I was, only because, we do send him to a private school, and he's always done so well. And I tried to make him understand that what he's done, and luckily enough I found it, not the school, is that it's an expulsion. So his career would have just been, his high school years would have been worse. He, wants to go to university. But the hard thing I'm grappling with is clearly I've taken everything away from him. His phone, his social media, his school laptop, I've told him, is literally only for school only now. And look, he has been very obliging. But the guilt I've got now is I've taken everything from him. What do I give back? Like, I feel terrible in literally taking everything from him. And he did actually say last night that he's spoken to his head of year, and he's actually going to go and see a counsellor. So now I don't even know what else is going on. And I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss.
I'm coming.
There's a lot, Maggie.
All right.
There's a lot.
So very first thing is forgive yourself, illusion your schmick, because as I just explained, it is what we biologically wired to do. My only concern is that you did the disappointment shame one on him, and that's like a massive burden that I want you to at some point come back and take off his back. because parental disappointment is a massive, it comes up in all the research and all the survey that I did is the hardest thing is when I let my parents down. And I've got to not only carry my own disappointment with myself, I have to carry my parents' disappointment. And the very fact he knows how much you're paying for that private school makes it even bigger. So I want you to at some point have another conversation with him, provided, feed him first, make him feel safe and go, I needed to, like I was disappointed, but I forgot you would have been disappointed in yourself. So it's okay. I get it. And also I understand this is what teens do. I want you to come along inside and say, now I understand, that you make poor choices, you are risk-taking, your impulse control's not good, and you're actually not deliberately being a bad human. I want you to change that conversation a little bit. And then going to whatever you're doing, you've taken him off everything. So that is actually putting him into a highly stressful state because connection to friends is one of their protective factors. So I want you to work out how he can get back into some sort of, because you can't just punish and hope that changes his behaviour. I want you to come in and go, I realise punishment doesn't teach anything. I think you've learned a really big lesson from this experience. You are going to see someone, which is fantastic. How about we work out what would you like to be reconnected with your friends? How do you reconnect to them? So serious friendship alliances are a really important part of our teen survival through this really big window. So, that's just my suggestions. And then I want you to write him a love note and, love it, put it in his lunchbox, write it on his pillow, reassure him you love him exactly the same as before all this happened.
Did say to him, do you want a big hug?
Yeah. Even bigger than that. You've got to put it in words because they're not always good.
Okay.
Yeah, hug the hell out of him. Restore him that this is just a little bump and it's a bumpy ride, but we still love you exactly the same amount, and I know you're going to learn from this mistake. And I always believe in not only second chances but third too if you have to.
Yeah.
Well done, Mum.
I know. Okay, thank you.
Good luck. Maggie, thank you so much. It's always a joy to catch
You're the
up
best,
with you
Maggie.
and come and see us. And we'll still interview
now,
when you're
still
spruiking
coming
your fiction.
to talk about parenting. I'm just
Okay,
not
great.
writing any more books. Okay, so still coming to see you guys, right? Thank you so much.
Are you
The book,
serious?
and it's a weighty tome too, let me tell you.
We'll be taking calls from regional marriage celebrants next time with their questions.
It's got Help Me Help My Teens, supporting our teens through tough times, and there's heaps of information in there, and I'm sure
So good, Maggie.
we'd give away these copies, but Sean's keeping them all for
and
himself.
quickly while we got you, there's a new TV show coming out that involves Kate Ritchie.
And the role of a lifetime.
Tell
I
us.
know, right?
Tell us
We're
quickly
gonna
about
have,
that.
Okay, so we're going to look at some of the common dilemmas, and some of them are actually in my book, that parents have to deal with. And instead of having actual teenagers or kids do it, we've got fantastic people like Kate Ritchie and Naresh doing it. So we've got comedians being kids. And then I come along and a couple of other experts come along and say, so this is why this happens. This might be a choice you can do. So it's kind of looking at parenting through a slightly hilarious lens, but I think it'll be really helpful as well. But no children are involved.
Awesome.
Just comedians pretending to be kids.
Yep, that's great.
Wow.
We're on board with that.
Yeah, that's
we
great.
love your work. Thanks Maggie.
babe.
It's always a joy.
Bye, honey.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Round one. Game changers. Fight.
Game Changers is where we play a different game every day.
Yep.
And so far, absolute bangers, $500 on the line.
Now,
pretty
these
good.
games have been pulled out of the archives of the 21-year history of this show.
So what's today's game, friend?
Well, I wonder what it is.
Time trials.
It's lights out and away we go.
I'm Charles, everybody. It's quite simple. We're going to need two callers, 13, 24, 10. We're going to throw at a category. Each person gets their own category. And whoever gets the quickest time in spitting out their answers wins that round. Best of 5 rounds.
So you have to give us 5 responses that do fit the category, and Amy's pretty mean about that. And then do it faster. That's
All right.
the idea.
Yep.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form. Time trials.
It's lights out and away we go.
All right, we've got 2 contestants raring to go. The prize is $500 cash.
That is
Easy
exciting.
money.
How
Easy
good.
money.
Yep.
First contestant, Bree from Canning Vale. Morning, Bree.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Wonderful, Bree.
You sound like you've got your wits about you, Bree. Up and about. You want a
Hopefully.
coffee?
Yes, definitely.
Good girl.
All right, let's check your opponent. Hello, Tanya.
Hello, how are you?
Good, Tanya. Are you a morning person?
No.
Very self-aware, though. I like that.
Well done,
I like
Bree.
that.
Look at you. Gonna be good competition.
Luckily, it's 8:45. Okay, here's what's going to happen. You're going to take turns, okay? So in each round, you'll each be given your own category. We'll start the timer. You have 5 seconds to... you've got... you have to give us 5 responses, and we'll time it.
Yep.
And whoever gives us the 5 responses the fastest will win that round. It is the best of 5.
So you're your own worst enemy in this game.
Bree, you're going first in the first round, okay?
Okay, great.
And we will start the timer. Amy, are you timing? Amy's timing.
Correct. I'll start the timer at the end of
the
category.
We'll say go, and then we'll start the timer then.
All right, are we ready?
So, Bree, this is your category.
Bree, we would like you to name 5 names with only 3 letters in them. Go.
Amy, Ben, Stal, Tim, Tom.
Yes!
Tim Tom. Leo.
Tim Tom. Time, Amy?
11.03.
In my head,
like 100 years.
in your head, what were you yelling at? I was yelling at Jill.
I was going with Leo.
Jill's got 4 letters.
Harry's brother.
That can be a Jill, can't it? For Jillian? Or is Jillian
No, that's
2 L's?
2 L's,
Oh,
yeah.
2 L's. Damn, Jill's in my life.
All right,
right,
Tanya.
Tanya.
This is your category, Tanya.
Okay.
Okay, Tanya, give us 5 names that end with the letter Y. Go.
Oh, God. Amy. Oh, my God. Tiny? No, you can't do that. Oh, my God.
Oh, you've already
I'm
lost,
gone.
Tanya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're out. Harry, Barry,
Sally, Kerry,
Larry,
Timmy.
Mary,
Johnny.
Gary,
Tommy,
Oh, my God. And
Sammy.
I use that name Mary a lot, too. Anyway.
Bree takes round 1, everybody.
You said you weren't a morning person.
Bree. All right, Tanya, we're going to shall we make Tanya go first in the second round?
Yeah.
All right, Tanya, you're going first in this round, okay?
Wonderful.
Time for redemption. Okay. Tanya, your category is name 5 sauce choices for a takeaway kebab. Go.
Chili, mayo, garlic, tomato sauce, sour cream.
Oh, yeah.
Much better.
Yeah, the
what do we
sour
get,
cream.
Ames?
5.20.
Oh!
Okay.
5.20. That was
That was
fast.
quick. You should be
Okay.
out of Red Bull.
Bree, that's
She's
the
on the
time to
slicks
beat.
in that one, Harry.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Your category is name 5 extras that you can add to a burger. Go.
Tomato slices, bacon, lettuce, sour cream, sweet chili.
No, I think a
Amy,
burger
no,
comes
no.
with tomato slices and...
It just depends on
No,
what
no,
burger.
no,
No, they're
no.
extras.
Really?
They're extras.
Lettuce,
Amy?
an extra in a burger.
If it doesn't
Too
come
long,
with
Ames.
lettuce,
Too
you have to get it
Too long,
deluxe.
Tanya. Bree, Tanya takes that round. We're tied up at 1 all.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're buying a normal cheeseburger and there's a cheeseburger deluxe, that's lettuce and tomato, so that's an extra if you're ordering a normal
No,
cheeseburger.
but you said a cheeseburger,
Yes,
but
yes.
this is a burger. A burger would be...
No, I
it
said a
add to
burger.
a burger.
Isn't a burger just a burger? Isn't a stock standard burger?
Well, it
Salad
depends
in
where you buy it. Like at Five Guys, it's just basic, and then you add everything in.
Yeah, Sean.
So
Thanks,
yeah,
Nat.
it doesn't
Thank
matter
you, Nathan.
because you lost. But
We're trying. We're always here for you.
Bree, you're going to be going. You're going first, Bree, in round 3.
All right, Bree.
Okay.
Here we go. Name 5 sports where you fight. Go.
Boxing, kickboxing, taekwondo, karate.
Come on, stay with it. Come on.
Fighting.
One more.
Fighting. I don't know. I don't know how that's
Another martial art, perhaps.
Yes, there's more.
martial arts.
No, it's too broad. She's drowning.
I don't know.
Drowning, not waving.
Some people's worst nightmare.
What? Pass. You can't pass. You have to give us an
No.
answer.
No, this is your life now.
Yeah.
Come on, one more. Come on. Olympics.
I don't know.
You do. Come on.
What is the category of some eggs?
Eggs.
Yeah, eggs. You can get free range or you can get what eggs?
Oh, that's more confusing.
Cage fighting.
Cage fighting. Yeah, there we go.
That's not more confusing.
UFC,
Judo, karate. Yeah.
That, you know what? For some people, that's their nightmare, to be on the
Amy?
radio and for the radio host not to move on for the fact that they can't answer a question.
What's the time on that, Amy?
1 minute, 15 seconds.
Oh my God. She better get a question like that, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
Tanya.
Yes.
The time to beat is 1 minute 15.
I don't know if you can do it.
Tanya,
I don't know.
your categories is name 5 sports where you get on something to do it. Go.
Horse riding. What do you call it? Not cow riding. Bull riding.
Yes.
Okay. Next one. What was the question? What you get on?
So 5 sports where you get on something to do it. You've got 2 so
Bike
far.
riding.
Yes.
Motorbike riding.
Yes.
4.
Jet ski riding.
Is that a sport? No, that's a pastime.
How many have I got left?
You got 1.
One more.
Got one.
Oh no!
Come on. Come on.
One more. Horse riding.
You said horse riding.
Is that right?
No, you said that already.
Oh, damn.
Oh, God, this is so funny.
Surfboarding?
Yes.
Surfing.
Surfboarding,
Amy.
yes.
Amy.
Surfboarding.
Surfboarding.
58 points.
Oh,
you
won.
won.
You won.
You
with
won.
that, Tanya.
You won with
Tanya
that.
won that one.
Oh, God, this is the best thing I've ever heard.
Okay, Tanya leads 2-1.
This is so funny.
Okay. So
Believe it or not.
Tanya, you are going to go first in this next round. And if you win this round, you win overall. I know.
Right.
We can't believe it either.
All right, let's get this done.
So Tanya, this is you, okay? You ready?
Okay.
All right, we would like you to name 5 things that you hide from your children. Go.
Alcohol, lollies, chocolate, movies,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more.
and birthday presents.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good answer.
Ooh, a tidy 12.9.
Oh,
Nice.
Tanya, you've redeemed yourself.
Wow.
12.9.
Well, look at
Okay.
that, everyone.
That
Never
is
thought
the
it was
time to
possible.
beat, Bree.
Okay.
You think
okay.
you can do it?
Yes, definitely.
All right. This is to stay in the game, Bree. You've got to beat 12.9 seconds.
Okay.
Bree,
Okay, Bree.
Sean has your category.
Here we go. Name 5 things that you keep secret from your partner.
Go.
Bank account, text messages, Instagram, Facebook, Tinder.
Oh, Tinder. Amy, that's
You have to keep Tinder from your partner.
Amy, what have we got?
12.9 as well.
Breaker.
You said 12.9 before. That's 12.09. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
okay, so
Amy.
this is faster.
No.
This is faster.
Yeah, so Bree, you win.
Bree!
You win. So that
Came
is,
with
you
a
tied
flurry.
it up. It comes down to the final round.
This is
2-2.
It's
everything.
deserving of this.
Oh, so Bree,
Who needs the games in Paris when we have this?
I know. Also, you're hiding a lot of stuff from your partner just quietly.
Oh, my God. If he's listening, you're done.
The old
Bree,
Tinder
you're
call
going
came out
first
pretty quick,
in this
didn't it?
last round, okay?
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. Bree, your category is name 5 things you would need a magnifying glass to see. Go.
Okay. Insects, scientific things, to read a book,
Yes.
sewing and needlework.
Yes.
One more.
To mend something.
Sure. What have we got, Amy? What's the time on that?
24.6.
24.6.
Scientific things.
Scientific
We paid
things
that.
is the
We
best.
paid scientific things.
Yeah, we did pay scientific
What are you
things.
gonna do?
You do have to look at
Yeah, it's Veckle.
24.6, Tanya. That's the time you have to
Okay.
bet for the win.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
This is huge.
This is it. This is
Listen
it.
carefully. This is for the match.
Name 5 things that float to the ground when you drop them. Go.
Marbles.
No. Float to the
What do
ground.
you mean? Like,
That float to the ground.
Float.
float? Oh my God. Feather, paper, tinsel.
What? Oh, tinsel, yeah.
Yes, tinsel, yes. Achoo.
How many? I've got two more.
Two more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you call it? Hair lackeys.
Hair lackeys.
They float? Do they float?
That's close.
They don't float. They don't float to the. They don't drift to the
Oh,
ground.
well, look, everybody. Look, a
No, Amy just dropped
scrunchie's
hers.
flying by the window. Amy just dropped hers to
And in
test
the weather last night, a
gravity.
trampoline.
Yeah, no, I'm done. Bree wins.
Bree, you've taken out game changers for today. You have won $500 cash, Bree.
Oh my God, thank
You guys were
Thank
great
you, Tanya.
athletes. Great athletes.
No worries.
You know what? We felt the struggle there.
We will never
We're
forget
part of it.
the sporting round where name 5 sports where you fight and 5 sports where you get on something to do it. We thought that would never end, both of them.
That was hard. Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of
thank
it.
you for being part of this show for 1 month, which is how long that
We
took.
earned it.
You
You
earned
really
it.
did. It's 4 to 9. He's Ariana Grande. We can't be friends.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean are nearly done. Missed any of the show? I got what you need, yeah. Catch up with the podcast. Download the Nova Player now via the App Store or Google Play. The Nova Player.
It's 9:04. Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
We did have something
Sneaky
extra to give away.
Little
we did.
rumour. The script is coming to Perth.
Yes. The
They're-
boys will bring their Satellites World Tour to a day on the green at Burswood Park Wednesday, February 5, happening next year.
That'll be delightful. So
Would be
summer,
lovely, wouldn't
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Perfect.
tickets are on sale 12 p.m. next Friday. That's August 9 at Ticketmaster.
She's right.
She is.
She's right.
Our friend, our girlfriend, Sean.
Thank you.
Right now, though, we've got one double to give away.
For
For free.
Are you kidding
Do you
me?
love the script and you'd like to see them while he's sitting on the lawn? Give us a call. 13 24 10.
Call it 12.
Only
It's
while
great
I'm on the
selling
lawn,
now.
though.
Yeah, I know.
Only while I'm on the lawn.
Exactly. A day on the green. It's so classy. What's happening on the What's happening on the roads?
What's happening on
in
the
your-
roads this morning?
In your world, Ross.
Mitchell Freeway. What's happening in my world? Well, I do have more script tickets to go after 12. You miss out on
Oh,
this
do
one.
ya?
Ah.
Yep. I was listening to you guys this morning, and
sorry.
here's one of my favourite moments. You guys describing the technicalities of the difference in Moonies.
A moon is without spreading.
Yeah.
And the brown eyes with.
Is to spread to show the eye.
The things you learn, eh?
Don't say you get to school.
Harry, pull your phone down, please. It's too
Apple
loud.
of
Here we go. Naughty's the 9. Let's get into it. Thanks, guys. See you, man.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.